All right. So now we're going to talk about background color. And just setting background color, and this is territory we've already been in before, but I just want to explore a little bit more because there's some things I want to show you. First thing I want to show you is this is kind of cool. Whenever I'm watching somebody else present, whether it's at a conference or I'm taking their training online, I always find it interesting. Maybe because I'm a bit of a snoop, but also I want to know what are they into? And like, hey, is there some resource maybe? I don't know. So anyhow, I like, will sometimes pause videos when I'm watching trainings and I'll look at what do people have up here? Like, what are they doing with their life? Or I'll look at their little thumbnails. Or when you do autocomplete, so as I, start to type stuff, Google and search engines are tailored for individual users. So it gives insight into some of the stuff that they might be searching for. It's kind of funny. Like one time I was taking a training and I just saw all of this BitTorrent stuff. Like the trainer had flashed through it, but I'm like, oh, that guy totally torrents all these movies. Funny. First thing I want to show you is MDN documentation for background, MDN background. And we're just going to come back to this. And we'll jump off of here to go to the other ones. But background is shorthand for setting individual background values in a single place. Background can be used to set values for one or more of all of these, right? So there's a whole bunch of different ones. And, well, I'll talk about how this is screwed up. I'm going to do it right now. They didn't even list them in the correct order that they later tell you that you have to use them. It's like, why would you not put them in the order that you should use them in if you're trying to teach people that that's the order I don't know. So background color, we're going to look at background color. And for shorthand, like that's fine. If you want to just do background, and then just put in the color or use background dash color, either way is fine. So because that one is intuitive, but still I'd say use background dash color. I've probably been just using background color throughout this course. But here's index.html for the first one. We're in 037, and there's two things we're going to look at. We're going to look at background color, and then we're going to look at background image. Background others. I'm just going to put others here. Come on, baby. I've been working on my Mac, so now my keyboard shortcut commands are all confused. Dash. I'm going to put dash others. There we go. So we have background image, background repeat, size, position, origin, shorthand. Do not use. So that's what we're going to look at. Little tour. All right, so background color, just hello, right? And let's look at it and see what's up there. Yo, that is awesome and huge. I didn't show you that in the preview. I like that so much. It's kind of a surprise for me doing these trainings because I'll pull out a code base that I was teaching like 4 or 5 months ago. I'm like, oh, right, that example. So here's the styles. And let's split this just so we can understand this page. Split vertically. I love it like that. That's so much easier. When I was just learning and when this stuff came available, I'm like, that is so sweet. HTML on the left, CSS on the right. Like the small things in life make your day. So here's the body and display flex, justify content, and line items. That's being applied to the body. So that's centering this. Well, why isn't it further down? Well, I only gave the body a height of 700 pixels. If I did 100 VH, which I'm going to do, viewport height, bam, now it's in the center because my viewport height is right there. And why do I have a scroll bar? Because I didn't reset, and body has browser default settings on it. So I could do content padding, border, margin. I started with content, saying content because it's content padding. I think content, there's the content, and then there's padding, and then there's the border, and then there's the margin. So now these scroll bars should go away. Otherwise, I'm a fool. Ready? There we go. Sweet. Sometimes I say that like in class, and I'm like, well, I guess I'm a fool because it doesn't do it. And I'm like, why didn't it do it? And then, oh, I forgot to do that. But in videos, I'll just re-record the video. I got a good night's sleep last night. I'm feeling pretty jazzed. Feels good. So here's background color, there's height, and then I just did that for this. We could also just do the shorthand, and that's fine. Same deal, nothing changed, right? So either one works. So if you're going to use shorthand, just set it with color. That's it. I say don't even use it. Just be like, shorthand sucks. Like, make it a thing you hate. It's good not to hate in life. Hate's a really horrible, strong word. But if you're going to hate, make it like just stupid, almost like it's a joke. That's my recommendation. Try to live your life with love, man and woman. Try to live your life with love. All right, so that's a background, setting the color, and look at that. I see. Oh, this was the example for shorthand, and okay, I'll let that slide. If you're in my class, I'll let that slide. But generally speaking, do it like that. Just get into the habit of specifying it. Otherwise, it'll confuse you and confuse other people. And there's this like horrible cultural norm in programming to like, be esoteric and like it makes you seem smart, like, whoa, I'm speaking a whole other language, these 3 little words, and it did all that, as opposed to like writing 10 words and having it be totally clear to everybody. So that's one of the programming guidelines I argue against, and another one I'm an advocate for is the exact opposite. Be clear in your code. Don't be clever. Right? Be clear. Make it so it's readable to everybody, because chances are very likely if you're writing code in any type of a production way, other people are going to look at your code, and you don't want to like be trying to prove to them you're smart. I once had somebody who was working with me, and they were trying to prove that they were an expert. I don't need you to prove you're an expert. I need you to be an expert. You see the difference? Don't prove to me you're an expert. Be an expert, right? It's annoying when people are always trying to prove to you like, hey, look, I'm so smart. Look, don't pretend. Don't prove to me you're smart. Just be smart. All right. Enough of that. Dude, you totally got all kinds of philosophy and soapboxing in this one. In the next video, we are going to start exploring other background properties.